Salutations everyone, this is Razor bringing you some Battlefield 4 domination here with the SAR-21, trying to get some kills and not having too much success on the early goings of that endeavor. But things do end up getting better at the end. I start, battling between going even and -1 or -2 for the first 2 or 3 minutes. But things, start going good. My game evolves during the game, and instead of, ending at, even or -1, I end up going +16, and that's just the way that things go. I didn't think it was going to end up that way, because not all of your challenges and endeavors are going to be successful. Not every game is going to be a good game, kind of like YouTube. Not every video is going to go over that great. Not every idea is going to pan out in the way that you wanted it to. Not all of them are going to be received in the way that you had envisioned, and, some things just don't work. Some things don't translate as well as you had hoped or thought, and that's fine because for by and large, YouTube is a way that a lot of people just like to consume content. That's how I got to the site. That's how I still use it today, mainly as a way to consume content. From a variety of different categories. And for a smaller portion of people on YouTube, it's a way to create content and, as a hobby, as something for fun to do. That's why I do Call of Duty, or that's why I do YouTube videos, is for fun. There's really no other reason to do it. It's much like video games. I wouldn't be playing these games if I didn't have fun doing them. And for an even smaller portion of those people who make YouTube videos, there's people that make a living, that can make a living doing what they do. And a lot of people, for some reason, don't like this. You'll hear it time and time again, especially from people who do make a living off of YouTube. They'll say that money ruined it. When that came into the equation, that money ruins people and blah blah blah, and that's all people end up caring about. And without it was better. That whole romanticism idea of things were always better in the past, which is absolutely never the case in any instance ever. Things are always getting better, regardless of what you might feel, what other people might feel. It's just a very narrow-minded, lazy way to think. Because I think if people can make a living doing what I enjoy watching them do, then that's a good thing, because they can create more of what I enjoy, or focus more on it, make it bigger and better. And I think that's only a good thing. That can only be a good thing. At its core, it's a good thing. Some people do lose sight of what they do, what they started out to do, and some people, their priorities do change. I'm not saying that isn't a thing. But by and large, for the most part, and for everyone that I subscribe to, I enjoy that if and when they can, make enough money to sustain their way of life, that they can do so because I enjoy their craft. I enjoy what they do. And some people change, some people evolve, and some people get awesome 5-man on screens, but not me. Mine was running a little 5-man here, but you watch your buddies die and you can join them in the respawn rotation, buddy. That was just an awesome little moment right there. Those little moments that make everything worth it sometimes. And these guys, 3 dudes in a toll booth. I didn't have enough change, so they killed me, unfortunately. But video games is a lot like YouTube. Especially since they do go hand in hand. Like, for instance, this is a YouTube video of me playing video games. But I wouldn't be playing this game if I didn't have fun. And I think that, that's pretty self-explanatory, since there's no other reason for me to play games is to have fun. That is the end goal. For a small portion of people, that isn't the case. But, that's the way it is for me. And that's the way it is for most people. And I didn't have as much fun playing Call of Duty Ghosts as I did playing Battlefield 4, so that's why I'm posting more Battlefield than I am other stuff. That's why I'm posting less Call of Duty now, because I'm having more fun. I will always do what is the most fun, and that's kind of the rule of thumb for most things creatively, especially when there's when it's at the lower levels of things. Some movie stars will take a job because I got $800,000 for this role, even though I don't really care about this movie, the script was bad or whatever. The bigger things get, the more muddy the water becomes. But that's not always the case, and I think that having fun is the goal. YouTube is just a hobby for me. That's all it's ever started as. That's all it's ever going to be. I'm not going to try to delude myself into thinking that's ever going to be something bigger or less than it is. It's just a hobby. People have hobbies, and mine just happens to be one that's an infinitesimally small portion amount of people can make a living doing. And that's neither a good nor bad thing. It just all depends on the situation and the people, and there's a lot of different factors that go into it. But some people change up what they do. Like the Call of Duty commentary scene has kind of gone to the wayside. You can't really find very many channels that are just strictly what they were just a few years ago when everything started getting big in the gaming community. And that's fine. People should do what they want to do. There's plenty of things to do out there. If you have fun and other people have fun watching what you do, then I think that's something good. Some people change. Some people do other things, and a lot of people will have success with that. Some not as much. But for the most part, if you follow, I know this sounds cliche, but if you follow your heart, if you do what you want to do, and you already have an established amount of people who enjoy you for what you do, then things, for the most part, will work out. And you see this a lot with gaming channels. Like CNanners is a great example, just because I've been watching him for years and years, from Modern Warfare 2 to, not being a Call of Duty player. And a lot of people have, changed the way that they do things. And I want to change the way that I do things for, a variety of reasons. Not to be more successful or whatever, because, just people's tastes change and people sometimes get tired of some things. And sometimes, we just evolve. We just evolved into incorporating more things into our likes. And after doing one thing, feeling like they can take on more. So my channel is going to be evolving a little bit. You guys have seen some of that in my last couple of non-gaming related videos that I had. But at its core, it's still just going to be me, same person doing the same stuff, talking about the same things. And if you enjoyed it, that's great. If not, doesn't really matter to you or me. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time.